seeing from him on film?
Yeah, I mean, he's a really good player. You know, obviously, whenever a guy can score over 1,000 points in their career, you know, it definitely says something. But you know, he's real physical. He can play back to the basket. You know, he can kind of stretch the floor out a little bit, knock down threes as well. So, you know, he's definitely a really good player, and you know, someone that we're gonna have to be locked in on.
Yeah, that aspect especially seemed to give Zach some trouble last year. It was one of the only games that he did seem to struggle to kind of stay with the guy all around the court. Is that what kind of you saw? And I mean, you might be able to manage that better. Just that aspect of his game. What does that do to maybe most centers?
Yeah, obviously, you know, I think it's tough for a lot of bigger guys just because they're used to staying in and around the paint, whether on offense or on defense. So when you have a guy like him that can stretch the floor out and knock down threes, you know, I think it definitely makes it tougher on the centers, and not even just in that individual one-on-one matchup, but you know, it kind of opens up the paint a bit as well for their guards. Kind of gets the rim protection away from the paint. So, you know, I think it definitely brings about some unique matchups and ways to guard with centers and stuff.
Is Danny Wolf a comp for him? Are they similar?
I mean, size-wise, yeah, but outside of that, I'd say it's tough just because obviously Wolf's handling the ball a lot, got it in his hands, and in the pick and roll, a lot of times he's the primary ball handler. So all in all, I'd say probably not a ton, no.
Yeah, but just not the way that, you know, takes you out to the perimeter. I mean, you and Braden switched that a lot on Wolf. How did you think that worked?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of been our thing the past, probably, you know, ever since, you know, Big Ten season, even before that, more so this year, just switching 4 ways. So, you know, that's what we feel, you know, that we can disrupt defenses or offenses the most, and that's what we feel the most confident in. So, you know, it's something that we're going to stick with.
Yeah, and just the Michigan size, it seemed to, you know, obviously you guys didn't have any trouble when it was here, but there, I mean, the officiating was a factor, but just that seemed to be a game where for the first time in a while you guys seemed a little bit outmatched in the size department. Is that kind of, was that a takeaway for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously it's tough. They're, you know, when you got Golden and Wolf too, you know, probably all Big Ten players in the front court, you know, I think it's definitely tough and provides kind of matchup opportunities for them, matchup difficulties for the other team. So yeah, you know, it's tough to guard, and you know, they're a really good team for a reason.
Yeah, and just you as, you know, you've taken on more of a leadership role this season. Teammates have talked about it. What was that like stepping into that, and how would you describe yourself as a leader?
Yeah, I mean, I would look at it just every year that you go on, you kind of got to be more of a leader. So me being obviously Trey and Brian, they're seniors by academics, but being the only guy, I guess, in his last year of eligibility, you know, that's definitely something that I wanted to make a priority. I definitely wanted to focus on that, leading the guys, and just being an encourager because, you know, it's obviously a long season, and having been through it 3 times, you know, I think I understand the ups and downs with it, and just the fact that, you know, we got to stay steady and even keeled throughout the wins, throughout the losses, and kind of everything in between.
Yeah, and, you know, Coach